A $4 billion fine and criminal charges a possibility still. Doesn't sound like a settlement to me. We're also going to talk XRP XLM price action, and did something just steal the thunder from this altcoin movement? Viewer matters most, that's why we start it with you. And I don't live in an echo chamber, and here's my way to prove it to you. JMMM says, you're a negative, miserable... Well, thank you for that. I guess me sharing with you that Deaton is saying, I haven't bought a single XRP since the decision. I bought a lot before the decision. You buy before and you sell on that type of news. Yeah. Deaton's giving out information and I'm the miserable one. That's kind of ironic, isn't it, everyone? Where Sitting Duck says, I'm seeing Brad traveling the world and signing customers, but failing to close the deal with the plan of action that includes hard start dates. Good point. A lot of these partnerships with Ripple, what have they turned into? What about all those partnerships with Stellar? What have they turned into? Looks like an egoist to me with all the ship parties and no activation of cash flow to help the investors. Trick says, I bet the cup gets robbed. Trick's talking about this one. If you want to know about this cup and many more, check out the It's All Silver. Yes, gold and silver. So I will have it linked at the end. Bitcoin's sitting at 37,572. Super excited because Bitcoin's making a run on a low volume week with financial holidays. That's good news, everyone. ETH 2037, B up 4%. You'll know why here soon. It has to do with 4 billion. That's billion with a B. In case I'm not enunciating correctly. Billion. XRP sitting at 62 cents with XLM at 11.9. We're going to be tackling both. Bittrex Global announces all trading will be disabled as it winds down operations. That's right. Bailing out of the U.S. citing market conditions and regulatory concerns. In a November 20th update published to its website, hey, that's today. That's why you hit the subscribe button for hot, juicy news. Bittrex Global said all of its users with U.S. dollar holdings need to convert their funds to euros or crypto before December 4th or risk being unable to withdraw these assets. On December 4th, the platform will suspend trading activities and only allow withdrawals. This decision was not made lightly, and we understand the inconvenience it may have on our valued customers. Do not make any deposits to our platform. We cannot guarantee that they will be received safely. If you do send a deposit, your funds may be permanently lost. U.S. Justice Department is reportedly ready to settle with Binance for $4 billion. Yo, not getting off easy, huh? These people are going after crypto. So whether it's the Justice Department or the SEC, they're looking to take big bites out of it. According to a report, an agreement to settle DOJ charges against the company may be done by the end of the month. They're ready to settle for $4 billion. The U.S. Justice Department is negotiating with Binance in an attempt to resolve its investigation of the company. They want them to pay $4 billion fines. In turn, the company would be allowed to operate while complying with U.S. laws. According to the report, the announcement agreement could come as soon as the end of the month. Part of the agreement, Binance's CEO, CZ, also would face the possibility of criminal charges into alleged money laundering, bank fraud, and sanctions violations. Whoa. So that sounds like a hell of a deal, right? Pay a $4 billion fine. You could see some money laundering charges, not a big deal. Maybe some bank fraud stuff, some sanctions violations, a little slappy on the wrist. So you get all that plus $4 billion? Would you pay that fine to keep doing business in the United States? Let me know. Now, we're going to talk XRP, XLM price action. 1 month chart up on the screen. We're going to talk 1 month, but then we're going to talk about something that maybe took the fuel out of the fire. All right, XLM, it's been not the most exciting as of late. XRP, a little bit more oomph. Let's be honest here. XRP, a bit more exciting. Community XRP, a bit bigger. Bigger bags, potentially. I don't want to say potentially. Obviously, bigger bags, higher market cap, higher desirable rate. Okay, cool. But what I want to show you is this. This is NVIDIA, and this has to do with AI. And the reason I'm bringing this up is because most of you out there know that Sam Altman got canned from WorldCoin because he wasn't working with the board correctly. All of a sudden, he gets a job with Microsoft like 24 hours later. AI is where the market is putting a ton of money in. And I mean money is just flowing into AI. So yes, did we see a big pump year to date for XRP? Yeah, Yeah, of course we did. Started off around that 32-cent mark. We're right now at 61.9. Hey, puppy, how are you doing, big guy? Sure thing, you can hang out with me, Vader, even though I can't see because you're big. What about XLM? Yeah, we started at around 7.5 cents, and now we're at 11.9. So both have made some very substantial moves, right? Now, obviously, when we zoom out, though, you'll see that XLM and XRP both suffered quite heavily financially before this, right? They are way, way down from their previous highs. Now, look at NVIDIA, okay? NVIDIA from 150, now over 500. Watch what happens, though, when we start comparing XLM and XRP to that. And that's what I wanted to share with you. So let's put XRP in right here. Gonna put XRP in. We're gonna put it in light blue. We're gonna put it in a thick line. My puppies are bugging me. I wonder if they smell the food on me. Look at that. NVIDIA up 217% year to date. XRP 65%. So there was definitely some money flowing in because of AI. Now watch what happens when I put XLM in here, okay? So we're going to put XLM right now. We're going to make XLM as purple, big thick line. Okay. Now, I'm bringing this up because we saw what just happened with Sam Altman. And for those of you that don't know, Sam Altman was the WorldCoin. You know, the one with the orbs where they scan your eyes and stuff like that? He got kicked out by the board. The board said, dude, you are not working well with us. You're not easy to work with. You're not easy to communicate with. It's hard for us to run a successful business with you doing this. So they got rid of him. Microsoft picks him up so that he can help with their AI action. So they're like, yo, we don't care if you're hard to work with. We don't care if you were a former CEO that the board was like, dude, you're just a freaking mess. We want you. Why? Because AI stole some thunder this year. Yes. Did XRP and XLM make a move this year? Yes, they did. But that's because the previous couple years, holy crap, they're way down from where they were before. NVIDIA in the AI move, as much as we don't like it, stole a lot of the thunder from this altcoin movement. NVIDIA up 216%. How much money do you think flowed into NVIDIA? Now, the reason I bring this up is because it's all within that tech space, okay? Crypto, tech, AI. We're talking about like emerging, like high risk, just interesting, juicy stuff out there. Right? It's in a very similar pool. Is it identical? No, but it's very similar. People that are into NVIDIA would probably be into crypto because the AI stuff, and we saw a lot of AI had bonds to crypto. So to see NVIDIA roar 216% for the year, while XRP and XLM, yes, up 65 and 47% respectively. Awesome. But it's nowhere near the NVIDIA boom. And the NVIDIA boom has to do with AI. Now, earlier in the month, I did a video. And the video I did had to do with Bitcoin miners. And those Bitcoin miners were saying, look, we're going to pivot to AI too because we want to make some money. Because, look, maybe we're not going to be making the most juice with Bitcoin. Some of these guys were like, look, we got all these rigs. We can rent these rigs out to AI companies. AI stole a big chunk of thunder, but seeing that NVIDIA is still rip roaring, it's going to steal a lot of the show. Now, some of you out there are going to be saying, well, who is it going to be stealing? It's going to be stealing mostly your fair weather investors, the people playing the swings, the people playing the pumps and dumps, the moves. People getting into NVIDIA right now, they're looking at it, they're looking at the plays, they're getting into where the action is. And that goes back to risk versus reward. What is your risk with an NVIDIA versus your risk with an XRP and XLM? NVIDIA is open about what their growth strategies are. You could literally look up NVIDIA's financials through the SEC's portal, Edgar. You could find operational reports. You can find a whole bunch of digested financials. XRP and XLM, you get none of that. So again, risk versus reward, and understanding and being humble, seeing that AI this year definitely stole some thunder from the crypto rebound. I don't know. Somehow I'm just miserable AF, right? Whenever I report the news. But it's the reality of the situation. And that's what a lot of us are starting to see and a lot of us are starting to face. Jeremy sent me a message and he said, you know, like, what is the deal with XRP? What is going on with XRP? Jeremy, we could say the same thing with XLM. And a lot of you out there are thinking the same things. How much talk have we had here over the last few years? How much of that talk has materialized? Stellar, tons of tokenized real-world assets on the table. Tons and tons and tons of them. The problem is, though, is what is it doing for the price? XRP, lot of rumors regarding that. Don't even need to talk about them now because you guys know what the hell I'm talking about. But the AI NVIDIA is not rumors. They keep coming out with quarterly after quarterly reports saying, here are the expectations, we're meeting them. Here are the expectations, we're exceeding them. Here are the expectations, this is our plan. This is what we're looking at next quarter, here's our plan for the next half. Here's our outlook, here's our guidance. You're not getting that with any of the cryptos. So again, it goes back to risk versus reward. If you have a lot more insight into NVIDIA and other things like that, and the AI boom keeps going, and you don't have the insight into XRP and XLM and your puppy's bugging you, well then again, it comes down to risk versus reward. You might be calling me negative. Come on up here, buddy. Yeah, come on up. You can come on up. Come here. Come here. Come here, little guy. Yeah. Come on up. Okay, Ray's getting jealous. But it does. It comes down to risk versus reward, and also comes down to information. That's the point of this channel. Sharing with you as much information as I can so that you can make the best decisions out there. Honestly tell me, what have you gotten out of Ripple or out of Stellar that says, hey, this is exactly what our plans are for XRP, XLM, you don't see that. Hey, we are going to take all of this that's in escrow and we're going to do X, Y, and Z with it and burn it because, no, it's like we're going to use it to fund our own stuff. Well, then what does retail get? Well, we're going to use XRP and the liquidity hub. No, you're not. Well, we're going to use XLM to settle. No, you're not. You're using USDC to settle. So we have to be very careful because it is about risk versus reward, and it's also about the information that we're getting. Information that's trustworthy, and that's why you're seeing NVIDIA move. They file all the time with the SEC, and honestly, the results and their expectations are realistic. There's not as much FUD going around. There's not as much junk. There's not as much, oh, NVIDIA is going to be backed by gold. NVIDIA is going to be, no, it's nothing like that. It's all realistic stuff. And in fact, NVIDIA themselves, if they were to go like, well, we're going to make $89 trillion in profit this quarter because we're going to be backed by gold. If they were to do that and it weren't to happen on that next quarter, they would tank. But NVIDIA's smart. Expectation and reality are lining up. And with crypto, it's not. So when you see NVIDIA up 200% and you say your favorite cryptos here up 46 and 62%, well, the story makes more sense, doesn't it? But then again, I'm just a miserable. And whenever I report bad news, it means I'm miserable. Now, this cup right here, this is a special cup that I'm using for my ultra marathon race coming up. I bought this. I talked about it in my gold and silver video. Essentially, every time I complete a 1 mile lap, I have to go around, put a rock in it. Whoever's got the most rocks in their cup that's verifiable at the end of 6 and 12 hours is the winner of the ultra. If you want to learn about this cup and a whole bunch of other goodies, like something that I found that ended up being pure silver, yes, pure silver, check out this video right here. You will not be disappointed. In fact, if you have gold and silver stories that you want to share with the channel, you're welcome to do so, and I show you in the video how you can submit it. It's a recovery day for me. You cool cats, have a great rest of your day.